Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena Belova in Marvel's Thunderbolts, shared a video from the set that could be hinting at some juicy info about her next MCU appearance. The video mostly showed new stuff about her character, but there were also some sneaky hints about other parts of the movie. Pugh basically said she couldn't spill the beans on Thunderbolts in her video, which is no surprise. Marvel keeps a tight lid on their new stuff. This is especially true for Thunderbolts, since it might be connected to the new Captain America movie. If any spoilers got out, it could ruin both flicks. Even though Pugh didn't spill all the tea, there were some cool hints in the video that could give us a sneak peek at Thunderbolts. Aside from Yelena's two jumpsuits in the video, she seems to have two totally different looks in the movie. In the footage, she's got her hair tied up like she did in Hawkeye, but Florence Pugh rocks a much shorter do in her set video. This could mean Yelena will have two different hairstyles in the movie. It might seem like a tiny thing, but it could spill some beans about the plot. Having a character switch up their hairstyle is a common trick to show different timelines in movies. So maybe Thunderbolts will use flashbacks to fill us in on what Yelena's been doing lately, or dig into her backstory a bit more. In a video of Florence Pugh's new costume for Yelena, one of the first things you notice is the cool gauntlets on her wrists. They look similar to the ones Black Widow wore in the old Marvel movies, which she used to shoot her stunners. Maybe this means Yelena is going to use some of the same weapons Natasha did in the past. If Yelena keeps using Natasha's old weapons, it might show that she's following in her footsteps in Thunderbolts. She might not just be copying Natasha's fighting style, but also trying to be a hero like her. Even though she used to make fun of Natasha for being Black Widow, this could be Yelena's way of honoring her sister's memory. It could cause some drama with the team if they turn out to be more bad guys than good guys in the end. Florence Pugh couldn't actually be on set in her video, but we do get a peek at some of it. One part she shows off is a big tube thing that looks like an elevator shaft. And when we see Yelena on the monitors, she's standing in front of a door that looks just like the one on the set. The rest of the set is a bit harder to figure out, but it seems to have a cool, futuristic vibe. From what Pugh shows us, it kind of looks like the Raft or the SHIELD helicarriers from other Marvel projects. And since General Thunderbolt Ross runs the Raft, it might be making a comeback in Thunderbolts. It looks like Yelena will be following in her sister's footsteps when it comes to her fighting gear. In the video, you can see two batons sticking out of a holster on the back of Pugh's new outfit. These batons look a lot like the stun batons that Natasha used when she was Black Widow. This is a cool way to show that Yelena is connected to her sister and fits with her character. Both Yelena and Natasha were trained to be Black Widow assassins in the Red Room, so it makes sense that they would use similar weapons and fighting techniques. Yelena using the same weapons as Natasha fits with the MCU story and sets her up as the new Black Widow in the series. Florence Pugh's new green tactical suit ain't the only costume for Yelena that we get a sneak peek at in the set video. While chatting with director Jake Schreier, they got some scenes from the movie playing on the screens behind them. At one point, Pugh walks up to the screen to show off a clip of Yelena standing in front of an elevator, pointing a gun at someone off screen. In that scene, she's wearing a different outfit than the one she's wearing on set. On the screen, Yelena is rocking a black jumpsuit that looks a bit less bulky than her new green one. It's more like the suit she wears in Hawkeye when she's trying to take down Clint Barton. Yelena might start off the movie in her original Black Widow gear and then switch to the green jumpsuit later on. This could mean that the Thunderbolts won't be a full team at the start of the movie, and we'll see them coming together. Yelena might even have beef with Valentina at the beginning of the movie. Their last encounter had Valentina feeding Yelena false info about Clint Barton killing Natasha. Yelena might go confront Valentina early on in the film before eventually teaming up with the Thunderbolts. In the video, Pugh is rocking her new Yelena costume, which is all decked out in army green. This might mean she's rolling with the military, since the Thunderbolts have connections to the US government. It could be their official uniform, and maybe the other actors will be wearing it too. But the green and yellow combo could be hinting at something more shady. In the Marvel comics, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine is Madame Hydra, and yellow and green are Hydra's signature colors. Their peeps rock tactical jumpsuits just like Yelena's. So maybe this color choice is saying that the Thunderbolts are unknowingly working for Hydra agents who are still lurking around in the government, with Valentina in charge. And that asterisk in Thunderbolts asterisk might mean they're just Hydras under a new name in the MCU. When Florence Pugh lifted the camera up to show off the set, she showed off a new shoulder guard on her costume. It had a weird yellow logo that was kinda hard to see. It's not clear if this logo is final or if Marvel will change it later. They might be keeping the logo off the actual costume to keep it a secret until later in production. So, looking at that video, it seems like the logo is yellow and round. Some fans online are thinking it could be a globe, maybe a nod to the whole New World Order thing that Captain America: Brave New World was supposed to be about. It might also just be a temporary stand-in for the Thunderbolts lightning logo that we've seen in some promo stuff. Or maybe there's another reason for the logo that we don't know about yet. As Florence Pugh heads over to the Thunderbolts set in her video, she goes up to the director, Jake Schreier, who's chilling in a chair watching some footage on the screens. The director's got a chair with the movie logo on it, and Pugh makes sure to show it off to the camera. And guess what? The movie's got a new name now, Thunderbolts asterisk. It may not seem like a big deal, but it could be a clue to a future MCU storyline. The asterisk might mean that Thunderbolts isn't the real name of the team, just a cover. The team could actually be setting up for the Dark Avengers, something fans have been speculating about. People are thinking that the Thunderbolts aren't going to be all that heroic with Valentina Allegra de Fontaine and some ex-villains on the team. And now there's talk that they might have to go up against the Sentry, who used to be part of the Dark Avengers. The asterisk in Thunderbolts asterisk is just adding to the speculation that this team is heading down a dark path.